Well, hello. My name is Daddy-O, and I'm going to tell you about some stuff today. Hang with me, all right? If you're new here and you're an Uber driver, you may want to hang on for a little bit here, and let me see if I can get you started on the right foot here, okay? Daddy-O does an Uber rental, all right? And I've talked about that on many videos, but Daddy-O has discovered something that has already in 1 week helped him make more money doing Uber. All right. I've told you about the games to play. All right. I'm going to highlight a little bit of that in this video. So if you're new here and you want to make more money doing Uber, hang on. Just hang on. Let me see if I can help you out a little bit. Okay. We're going to talk about some stuff today a little bit. All right. I do an Uber rental. And in the past, I've been doing an Uber rental consistently through Avis for 3.5 years now. Yeah, 3.5, over 3.5. All right, yeah. Anyway, what I have done is I've learned some tricks along the way. And without going into a whole lot, I'm going to just highlight it real quick for you. Daddy-O has done high-end transportation work in the past. Limos, the party buses. I've done all that. I've drove celebrities. I've done this kind of stuff. Doing that, I learned stuff. All right? Now, I've incorporated that into my rental process to make more money, and it works, okay? I make good tips. Now, what has happened to Daddy-O in the last week has changed his perspective on something that he wasn't all keyed up on before. Daddy-O now is doing a rental electric, all right? Those that have seen the videos in the past week or so, you know that I'm now in a Mach-E 4X, all right? All-wheel drive. I love the damn thing, all right? I love this vehicle. This is cool. This is very cool. I'm going to tell you why. Now, what I have done is I've incorporated exactly what I've done in the past. And if you're new here, you can subscribe, ring the bell. You can buy Daddy-O a cup of coffee if you get anything good out of this. Now, let's look at something else real quick. 3,000 subscribers. I cannot believe I'm saying that. So if you new here and you want to hang on for some information, subscribe. All right. Anyway, so here's what I've done is I've taken the new car, which was one of my things I've talked about in the past. By driving a new car, you're going to make better tips anyway. All right. By me renting, I get a new car. Period. You know what kind of car I'm driving now. All right. It's clean. This thing is clean. All right. This one here that they put me in, it's got the sunroof completely front and back, leather interior. It's freaking nice. All right. And it'll scoot too. Now, one of the other things I highlight a lot of times in my videos is the smell of your vehicle. If you're an Uber driver, please take care of the smell of your vehicle. That's the biggest complaint I hear from people. All right. Now, we're going to get into some good stuff here, so hang on. Make sure your vehicle smells really good, okay? Do it the best you can. I use the, when you can find it, right now I'm having a difficult time finding it. I use the Febreze Gain Honeyberry Hula. These things right here. This is the one I get more comments out of from people, and I get a lot of comments about the smell of my vehicle. This one right here. You hit them with the smell as soon as they get in the vehicle. I have videos on here explaining this process, okay? Smell. Next thing is music. Try to keep your music kind of neutral. It sets some people off. I hear people all the time when they get in here and hear real quick. I don't want to get copyrighted, so that's a little brief thing. But when they get in there and you're playing that, and they're going to smell the relaxation. Next thing is you got to talk to your peeps. Now, I'm telling you how to make some tips, all right? This is just briefly, okay? New car, clean car, the smell, the music. If you set the mood right, the next thing is talk to your people. Talk. All right, you got to talk to your people. You try. If they don't want to talk, don't talk to them. At least give them the other environment. Nice ride. Get them there. Bam. All right. That's how you're trying to get your tips, okay? Now here's what's happened to Daddy-O in the last week. Daddy-O has incorporated all of that as normal, as I always do, into my rides. I'm getting business comfort rides again. All right, I told you you need a comfort. If you can get a comfort vehicle, grab it. You want a comfort rental, okay? Ask for that. Get that if you can get a comfort vehicle, because then you're eligible for comfort rides, which pay a few dollars more, and then you're also eligible for business comfort rides. Now, when you get the comfort people, they're already they're paying up already for a better ride than an Uber X. All right, those people tend to want to tip a little bit if you give them the environment, the atmosphere of what they are expecting. All right, if you're just pulling up in your beater vehicle, it's hard, but you can still play the same game. Make sure it smells good for number one, and that's hard to do in a beater car sometimes. You want to make sure it's clean. All right. I've told the stories before about the vehicles that I've heard stories from, about the guy that one time pulled up to pick up some people, and he had a rolled up piece of carpet sitting in his back seat. That was his back seat. He had no lower back seat. It was a rolled up piece of carpet with some cushions on it. That was the back seat. You're not going, guys, God bless you if you're having to do that. Step it up if you're wanting to. And some people just want to go out and make a few dollars. I completely understand that. If you're going out to make yourself $40, $50 a day, just have some grocery money, whatever you have to do to survive, I completely understand that. But it will be reflected in your tips, and it will be reflected in your star rating. So if you're concerned about your tips and you're concerned about your star rating, you may want to consider going and renting something, stepping it up, you know. It's easy to do. It's in your app, Uber Marketplace. Google search it. That's all you have to do to find out about this if you're interested in renting, or comment to me. Let me know. I'll try to send you the right information or a link or something, all right? But anyway, so your new car, you're clean, blah, 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 blah. What's happened to me, though, in the past week is playing all of my games, I have made more money than I normally would be making money because of this vehicle. I lay it all on the vehicle that I'm driving now. If you go in to rent a vehicle and they say all we have is electric, don't be afraid of it. If you have a place to charge it up. Now, I've mentioned in the last few videos that's the one big thing that Daddy-O has an issue with. I have to drive out 11 miles to get on a high-speed charger that's open to the public. All right? No big deal. I've made that work. On occasions, I've tried to catch me a run out that way to help pay for the $30 it's costing me a day to top this thing off. That's it. That's all I've been spending every day. I go out, top it off, $30, I'm ready to go the next day. Sometimes I time that late at night as I'm getting done. I'll just run out there, top it off, drive back. Next day, I got a full battery ready to go. All right. Next night, I just go out and do it again. Go out and grab me something to eat. You know, I make it work. All right. And it's made me more money. All right. There's no doubt about it. When I pull up in this vehicle right now, you already see it. This is not a normal vehicle. All right. This is the Mustang Mach-E 4X, all right, which means all-wheel drive. It's the high-performance one. When people get in here, they start asking me questions about the vehicle because don't have a normal door handle. You push a button and the door pops open, all right? And like I say, people are impressed right away. Now, if you can impress people, it's easier to make more money. It's just that simple. You pull up and it looks like a luxury vehicle when you pull up. People have never seen anything. I've never been in one of these. They want to ask you about it. And then you tell them it's 480 horsepower, blah, blah, blah. You start to just talking about the vehicle. You get a conversation before you know it. That, hey, can you come back and pick this up later? So it makes you more money. That's the bottom line with renting a vehicle and it being electric. I have had so many comments from people in the past on here talking about it, talking about they're having to rent a Tesla, they're having to rent that, but they're making X number of dollars. I get comments like that. So it works for people. So if you go in to rent a vehicle and they say, hey, all we have is electric, but you know that you can charge it up, you know you got a place where you can go to and do a high-speed charge when you need to go for an hour and charge it up real quick, or charge it up at the end of your shift, you might want to check into it and play my games. Make sure it stays clean. Make sure it smells good. Play the right damn music and talk to your freaking people. If you can pull all of that off, you're going to make some money. I've been doing it a long time. Anyway, subscribe, ring the bell, thumbs up. Buy Daddy-O a cup of coffee if you'd like. Daddy-O's out for today. It's cloudy here. 46 degrees or something. 48 degrees it says up here. Anyway, you guys have a good afternoon, good evening. Bye.